You know what this means, boys. I can't wait any longer. It is the crack of dawn right now. No sun is out. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. So there's a few things to go over, not like component wise to get this thing started, but I'll catch you up on everything that I've done in the meantime to get this thing to this point. We got that pesky tail light sealed in with liquid rubber, so she's nice and sturdy now. We got everything in here moved and tucked out of the way that needs to be. I'm gonna have to cut a hole in my seat bucket later today to fit this cable right here because it still doesn't fit. It's not going to the seat, but everything else is pushed to the side and good to go. The pipe is all clean and wiped off so that way I don't get my oil fingerprints on here when it gets hot. The fan shroud had a massive overhaul with actual aluminum sheet metal fabricated all the way around it on the inside and outside on the bottom where I cut out that hole, and still clears the cooling fan in there. It's kind of hard to see, but everything clears. That way I can have a proper seal in the shroud to suck in air to the shroud in the front. The engine turns over and does not hit that spark plug when it reaches top dead center. It turns over fully. I went ahead and checked that. But even more importantly, we have that temp sensor on the spark plug in there, fitted up, hooked on, ready to be hooked up to the temp gauge. The temp gauge is all wired together. I got the positive to the negatives. I split the wire, I connected it together. I did test run it, and if you watch my shorts, you see that this thing does in fact work. And all we gotta do is get this thing connected to the battery, plugged into the sensor, which I'm just gonna run hanging out right here on the deck of the scooter just for heat cycle purposes. I'm not gonna route everything yet. So we're gonna fill up the tank with that premix with 1 gallon of 87 octane ethanol free gas and a 32:1 ratio of AMSOIL premix. And I also went ahead and dumped the extra cap full just for heat cycle purposes to give it that little extra comfort and support. So we gotta throw this in the tank. Once it's in the tank, we gotta take this pressure hose, suck on it, literally. That's what the scooter shop taught me. I didn't know that. Until we see fuel inside of this fuel filter. And once there's fuel in that filter, hook up that temp gauge to the sensor and plug it into the battery straight to it. Hit this kill switch, turn on the key, and let her rip. Let her rip, man. I'm really nervous actually. I'm nervous, I'm excited all at the same time. I completely built this bike from the ground up. Everything about this bike is modified except for the transmission and gears, you know, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. Everything at this bike was done at once. Fully built from completely stock to what it is now. So I expect some troubles. I expect some, you know, snags. That's nothing that you can't expect with it. So I'm prepared for that. But I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of talking. I'm not even gonna film the process of me doing these little things real quick because I just wanna knock this out so I can press this button, man, okay? Let's just do this, man. Next time you see this, that's gonna be it. Fuel is in the filter and fuel is in the carburetor. And I left on that clear float bowl for this reason. And it doesn't leak out. Fantastic. Temp gauge is on and functional in Fahrenheit. I got my watch right here for the time. All right, this is it. I don't know what that means and I don't like that. It slows down when I'm using the starter. We're gonna try kicking it. Oh, there goes something. Okay. Good. We're sitting at 135 right now. I got her to idle on her own with the idle screw. All right, I shut it down to cool down. I just ran it for 15 15-ish minutes, right around there. The temp stayed right good from 130 up to 150 when I started giving it a little bit of revs. The temps are dropped down to about 84.2 to 84.5. It's hanging out right around here. It is 72 degrees outside plus humidity. So it's cooled down. It took about an hour. It took about an hour to cool down like this, but it's good. Fire's right up. Third heat cycle is done. I went ahead and just ran it 3 times. It takes about an hour to cool down from, 156 at the highest it got back down to right around here is where it's hanging out, 89, 90. Because it's getting hotter outside, it's getting more humid. So 3 heat cycles are done. Here we go. Got the seat on. By the way, I went ahead and cut out a piece of this bucket because, yeah, those do not fit at all anymore. So we got this chilling like that, but this thing isn't built for, grocery getting stuff, so don't care. But all right, man, here we go. First run. Let's do this. All right, boys, first official run. I taped my phone to my helmet, so I'm sorry if the angle is weird, but it is what it is. The temps are at 87.9 right now. I'm on the streets. All right, there's nothing else to say, man. Let's go. Good. Not really moving anywhere. I don't know if I need more fuel. It's got to get on the pipe. So it doesn't really go. This is about where I'm at. It's the same thing as last time. It wants to go, but it's just, I can feel it sometimes hit the pipe. Like it'll sometimes pick up on it and start to pull, but then it just loses all of its pressure. It don't want to go no faster than this. This is weird. I don't know. It just don't want to go anywhere. This is the same thing as when it was stock, man. I don't expect it to rip, but expect it to go. Maybe the gears are bad. I really don't know. Temps are good still. And I'm going downhill now. think the gears might be bad because it's just, it'll get on the pipe and start the pool, but it doesn't go. Yeah, it says horrible grinding feeling too. I don't know. I wonder why it does that. I have no idea. I'm at a loss for words, guys. It'll start the pool and then it just don't, man. Yeah, if anything, it makes me feel better because this is the same problem that happened when it was stock. I believe something in the gears of the transmission is not right because, or the CDI box, those three things, because it'll only go to 10 mile an hour and not go anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I'm shutting it down. I just don't know. I don't know, man. Same shit as last time. Really disappointing. Jeez. All right. I knew this wasn't going to be freaking peaches and cream, but I didn't expect it to not go past 10 mile an hour. Something else is broken, and I just fully rebuilt this whole motor. You guys have been watching this video. You already know the deal. All right. We're at where we're at. I don't even know what to say. I really don't know. You know, I'm not like heartbroken. I mean, this sucks. It really sucks. It's doing the same thing that it was doing when I had it stock. When I first got the different carburetor and all that fun stuff, when I ran it when I first got it, it would not go past 10 mile an hour. And I could have sworn that was because of a fuel issue, smaller jets, not big enough carburetor. And then I locked up the motor because I was giving it full throttle, just being a dummy. But I'm not giving it throttle past that point anymore. I don't know. When I start to give it gas, I'll feel this jerking motion. It'll jerk around a whole lot. And then when it does get on the pipe and starts to pool, it'll cut off and it'll just stay at this consistent speed of like 10 mile an hour, no matter how much throttle I give it. So I'm guessing transmission, gears, or CDI. Something's not functioning right around the motor. So at least we have the motor built. It's just like a slap in my face, man. This bike is messed up somewhere else. Somewhere else that's messed up. So I'm not giving up. Definitely not. I'm pushing through this. Something else is wrong. I'm gonna take it to the scooter shop. Scooter Tuners here. Talk to Dave. See what he has to say and think about it. I don't know. But I got the power disconnected from the battery. It's here. It's chilling. It runs. It's heat cycled. Everything is good motor-wise. But something else. So I'm gonna figure this out. But it starts. It starts and it runs. I'm happy about that. But now we got more problems to deal with. I just want this thing to rip, man. I just want to have some fun. I want to have some two-stroke fun. Something else is wrong. Anyways, I said enough like that. I'm around, man. This bike is going to stay around, as I always say. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching. But we got to handle some business.
Peace.